The great Amazon, symbol AMZN, the stock's long term technical analysis, according to this perspective, and it includes some key price levels that may well be potentially relevant for a few years until the end of this decade. We take the volume profile and we started from the beginning of this decade of 2020, as well as do the same for the VWAP. What we have here, we have the lower dotted blue line, which is the value area low, and this dotted blue line, the upper one, the value area high. And throughout the decade, 68% of the trading activity occurred between these two levels, so between 112 to 175, which, and the POC, the point of control, where most of the trading activity has occurred throughout the decade, is at around 159, 160. 162 is also the upper first deviation band of the VWAP, which would be interesting because during these key levels, algos and traders do react to them. And for example, if people were long and they've been quite profitable since the start of 23, for example, once the price reaches that 158 to 165 area, then they would be looking to dilute and take partial profit at least on their positions. That's what most traders do, and investors to mitigate the risk. And of course, the same applies, and even more so if the price reaches the 175 area, which is the value area high. But again, this is the long-term technical analysis. Those were more for the short to medium, maybe. Longer term, let's say even in 3 years, if, for example, Amazon reaches 108, which is again just below that dotted line, below the value area low, and gets to the first band of the VWAP area, then that would be a wonderful buy, betting that it will re-enter the value area, and we have quite a bit of upside where price would revert to the mean, sort of say, to the VWAP, which is the purple area. Okay, so if I would grab along, say at 110, if it goes down, and then we want the price to cross up that 1.8, 110 area, perhaps even close one or two couple consecutive weeks, two weekly candles above that key level or above the 112. Okay, note that 112 is a stable, it's not moving. The others might be moving slightly, but these levels, I mean, they do move, but less frequently. So once price crosses up, say 113 from that 107 area, for example, that's a wonderful buy. Taking it to 135, partial profit possibly, and also to the POC, which is the red dotted line. On the other hand, if I'm holding Amazon stock and later it gets to and notice that the VWAP is already, its angle is sideways, it's horizontal, meaning that these levels are becoming more stable rather than if I was angling up a lot. So, for example, if after a certain hype, let's say Fed interest rate cuts or whatever, the price gets to that 190 level, which is the second upper band of the VWAP, I will be worried. That's already more than the all-time high. And I would be looking to sell there, even if before it gets to 200 round number, again, because I've got the second standard deviation band there. So remember the 190. Not to talk about that if we've got extra hype, which takes the price or other reasons that take it to 217. That's why it's key that this technical analysis, you can write down these key levels. They appear as labels on the y-axis here. At 217, that would be, for me, for my money, an area to start accumulating a wonderful short as price can then later go revisit the 190 second deviation and also the top of the value area at 175. Okay, that would be a nice short. To summarize, for the years ahead, remember the 108 to 112. That could be a nice rebound area if it goes there for a bullish reversal. And remember the other key levels that were mentioned. You can anchor your VWAPs or volume profiles from the beginning of this decade, or you can just watch again the numbers that I mentioned here and follow. You can also put price alerts on your our charting software and or have other alerts on that through another mechanism, and those I think will be very beneficial for you going forward to look at as junctions. Hope you enjoyed it. This was the Amazon stock long-term technical analysis, including key